Okay. Hey, Hamburg local group. I'm Bianca from the local group in Bremen, and I would like to know a bit about yourself and your group and what you're doing, what your challenges are, and I'm happy to meet you now. And maybe we can start with the introduction so that you can tell me who is part of your local group and yeah, who are you and who is missing maybe?
I can start with that. So I'm Alessandro and I'm part of the local group since the beginning, exactly as Andy and Johannes here. We started with a local group in January 2020. Yeah, I guess so. And the group started with let's say the core part of the group met because of the masters we attended. So we are all students of PEP in Hamburg, me, Andy, Johannes, and also Lea, Jonas, and Zeynep. And then Lily joined the group. She is theater director and she's working in that area, and she helped us a lot with like conceiving some of the activities we are doing in Hamburg. And then I'm a bit lost.
There's Alexis, Eva, Hamid.
Yeah, so this is already, I forgot Eva. Let's start again with the, let me check the name in the group.
We're 11 people without Tony. Lena.
Lena, right. Sure, like Lena, I think is like she'll never come again. I have the feeling, but anyway. Okay, then we cut what happened so far, except for your question, Bianca. We start again. Yeah, let me introduce the group. I'm Alessandro. I'm part of the group since the beginning, as Andy and Johannes here. The core part of the group was composed by people studying the same master, so PEP in Hamburg, and it's Alessandro, Andy, Johannes, but also Lea, Eva, and Jonas. And to this core part, afterwards, other people joined the group afterwards. And first, Lily joined the group. She helped us a lot with conceiving the actions and the activities we are doing in Hamburg. And Lena, actually my flatmate, decided to join after a while. She's studying Sozialekonomie in Hamburg. And Hamid is also a new member, and he moved from Greece to Germany. He originally comes from Afghanistan, and he's helping us a lot with like translating and a lot of stuff actually. And I think the last one to join the group was Alexis. He originally was part of the Leipzig group, and he then moved to Hamburg, and since 2 months, more or less, is part of the group, and he's also great help because of his legal background and his experience, direct experience in Greece.
Okay, nice. I would anyway, I would ask the question, sorry. So you already told us where you got to know each other, but why did you decide to get active as a Move Europe local group? Johannes, do you want to say something?
Sure, I can. Yeah, we met through this master, Politics, Economics, Philosophy, and it was originally an initiative by Alessandro, who also worked already in Bologna for the organization Universo, which is connected to Migratio Miteinander and Move Europe. And he had this idea to do something in Hamburg as Move Europe was starting to build a European network. And we thought that Hamburg is definitely an interesting city in Germany, and we wanted to do something together. We knew each other. We knew if people are reliable and have certain skills, and therefore, yeah, just also felt this huge motivation to try to use our capabilities to support other people, especially this group of refugees who doesn't enjoy the same mobility rights as most European citizens do. And we concretely also had different activities which were planned. Maybe other people can explain that. And that was also strongly connected to our ideas and personal backgrounds, like theater or storytelling or job market integration. Yeah.
Nice. Can you tell me what Move Europe is to you? Maybe all of you.
Maybe all of us. Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so what is Move Europe to me? Well, first of all, I think it's something pretty close to my heart. I'm enthusiastic about doing something not only with the group, but something that I really feel is important, and then putting something together that brings us together as a group, but also, does something beneficial to others and helps people feel more welcome here where we are. And I think that's a great part of my motivation and a great part of what represents Move Europe for me. Who wants to go on? Johannes?
Well, I can, sure. Thank you. To me, Move Europe is solidarity. To me, Move Europe is getting active. To me, Move Europe is starting something very concrete, something practical. And yeah.
I think for me, a very important part of Move Europe and whole the idea behind it is the sense of equality that we want to achieve, and specifically equality of movement. So we all live in the same region, in the same area, which is Europe. And I don't see any reason why I should be able to move as I'm doing in my life, from Italy to Germany and then back again. And I don't see why people shouldn't be allowed to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. And can you name what motivates you to be active for the local group Move Europe in Hamburg?
I guess it's my answer at least would be pretty similar to what I just shared for the previous question. So it's a lot about doing something with people that I enjoy spending time with, and creating something that is a positive contribution to society, or that construct which I picture as a better society. Yeah. Ale?
It was the group of people, for sure. My friends and me starting to do something, and the topics as I tried to explain the values behind them.
I think maybe I can add something very concretely. So as we're talking about Hamburg, I think that one of the main motivation is to do something locally, mm-hmm. and to really give people the possibility to simply do what they want to do in their lives. So in these cases, moving to Hamburg for an internship or whatever they want to do, is to really create that chance for these people.
And as an addition to that, also help people who already have a status in Germany and might have difficulties.
Are we losing Johannes?
So. Johannes.
But I think maybe he got interrupted in the middle of the sentence, but I think we might just move on and then see if he wants to say something else.
Yeah, it's just for me he's frozen, so maybe we wait, because that's not so, maybe that's not so nice for the.
Yeah,
sure, makes sense.
Do you want to text him? He's gone.
I texted him and we can.
Hey guys, tell me, who are you and what are your activities in Hamburg?
Shall I maybe start with some input on what we are doing as a group, and then someone of you, maybe Ale, can go on and introduce kind of the crowd.
Yeah, maybe you make it the other way around.
Yeah,
we can also do that.
It's a guy.
Shall I start? I mean, yeah, I guess I guess it's a nice way if we just say, okay, hey, we are the Move Europe group. Consists of 11 members, and we moved into action, started our initiative, and founded the group about 1.5 years ago in January 2020. And we developed over the past months 2 different kinds of activities, 2 different activities, which is coordinated by all of the members, but some are more in charge of the first activity and some are in charge of the second activity. I guess we can go more into depth in a second. Anyways, one activity, or the first one, is directly connected with our the contact we made with one of the accommodation centers for asylum seekers here in Hamburg, and we have gotten the opportunity to register as volunteers with this reception center locally here in Hamburg, and then conduct some on-site activities, which is a cafe. So they have a common area in the ground floor where people can come together and meet, and we want to establish and will soon start a regularly cafe where people just get a space to meet and exchange, get to know us, and connect with the group and with other people who are interested. And then the second activity is directly connected to that, and that is more a topic related or actual input content, whatever we want to call it, related activity, and that is that we will organize different workshops alongside with and on different occasions to the cafe, and where we will have external trainers and speakers who can help with different topics related to job market integration, not only, but for one, that's one of the biggest issues we think we might be able to help with our network, and we have been connecting with different people to realize these workshops. But yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe it's nice to also introduce the crowd, introduce the group. Maybe Ale, you want to go?
Yeah, I can introduce the people in the cafe group, and maybe Johannes, you can add on the job fair. So we split the stuff. And so as for the cafe, we are a very diverse group in the sense that there are people coming from different backgrounds. Lily is an expert in theater and all related thing, and that's very important for us because what we want to create in the cafe is a place, as Andy said, to exchange, as to talk about experience, specifically connected with Dublin and the fact that you basically have to stay in a country if you first come there. And we'd like to use some theater to favorite this kind of exchange. And Leah is also active in the group, and she has a lot of experience with workshops and similar activities. Heva will also contribute, and we aim to achieve good. Hopefully we will start in July, but we will see. And maybe Johannes, you can add something.
Yeah. Can you say again what you said for Eva? Because the connection was bad. Like just Eva, was okay. There's also Eva, and then what you said.
And she will help soon. That's what you said. Something
yeah,
like this.
Very much. I was Eva and Leah both have experiences with workshops. Actually, they did the same workshops together, and they will help with that in the cafe as well.
Yeah, the second working group consists of Zeynep, of Andreas, of Jonas, myself, and also Alexis, and Hamid, who's helping everywhere. And we're hosting this workshop series on job market topics, which will probably consist of 6 workshops. Yeah. Starting with the cafe activities, and then maybe a little later, after we have built some relationships with the possible or potential participants.
Sounds great. What is the biggest challenge for you as a group besides Corona, and how do you handle this?
Well, I think we face the same challenges that every group, which consists mostly of volunteers, does, which is sticking to certain reliable promises, never losing the spirit, sharing the burden, and organizing between very spontaneous and very long-term tasks on 2 different angles. Yeah, but I think we do a great job. We have a very diverse group in terms of backgrounds and in terms of capabilities, and we're complementing each other quite well. And maybe another challenge, is the impossibility of physical meetings, but we to go deep down on this topic.
Yeah, maybe just to add, it is pretty much what you already said. I think with a group of 11 people, it's always difficult, especially when it's a voluntary free time project. It's, juggling the different responsibilities and handling all the commitments we make individually then finding a slot to meet regularly to keep up the spirit and everyone having the time to also engage individually and prepare stuff for the meeting, so we can move forward actually. And this mostly happens in the evenings, but yeah, as you said, I think we're doing a good job, and very much looking forward to what there is to come soon.
Moreover, a lot of us has additional jobs, like not only studying but also side jobs and or other voluntary activities, and it's always a struggle to combine that all. But yeah,
right.
So let's come to your successes. What did you achieve until now, and yeah, what will be your next steps?
I would say biggest and very contemporary is the wrong word, but yeah, we had a quite big success. It felt like that to me, at least in the last days when we finished. We're almost finished, so to say. It's not printed yet, but we finished a very nice flyer, which was after all a nice group project where almost everyone contributed. Eva had this nice connection over her friend and her flatmate who could help design it. And then Hamid helped with the translation, for example. And now we are printing it in different languages. So we hope for everyone who wants to read it to be able to read it, or at least find someone close to him to understand what we want to say. And we're announcing our activities there and hope that this will give not only us a motivation boost distributing the flyers, but also give a boost to the project and get everything started by July or as soon as possible. So I think that's a very nice and certainly also maybe the biggest success we've had so far, except for nice discussions we had and developing the project further and further. But I think the flyers are a very nice graspable success. Maybe you want to add something, guys.
I would definitely add something. It's I think it's also a success of creating this group and building it. We also established routines such as coaching, such as monthly or bi-monthly meetings. Depends on the current situation. We use Trello a lot. We use a Telegram group. We use a Google Drive folder to also make sure that information is always kept up to date. And these are helpful structures. And so far, nobody really left the group, which is actually not true. But yeah, I never met him at a meeting, and I joined in March.
Can you tell me what your next step is?
I think
distributing the flyers. Sorry, Ale.
I just wanted to add to the success stories that we, like, of course, because of the reasons we know, so COVID, pandemics, and so far and so forth, we couldn't really start with the cafe and with the workshops we want to do, since they necessarily have to be in presence. But we did something meanwhile. So we worked on our self-formation, so to say. So we did this beautiful workshop with you, Bianca. And except for that, we actually looked at many materials concerning legal and not only legal, but in general, like material concerning mobilities of refugees in Europe. We are supporting Alphonse, who is currently in Germany, and we are helping him finding an internship in Hamburg. So that's something which is not a success yet, but at least we are working on that. And I think that's something very relevant we are working on right now. I don't know if you have something new on that, Johannes, but
I'm not that involved, but I will send out another application tonight. Yeah.
It's definitely something that is, at least for me, very motivating, that we can do something despite the old situation, and also learn a lot from that.
Yeah, it's really a lot of practical insights. Looking for jobs and voluntary services, especially for the phones. I would say the next steps are also looking for potential speakers and workshop partners for the workshop series. We have found some already, but still want to look further.
Also, I just thought of, and I think it's also a nice success or a Move Europe story, is that we got to know Hamid and he joined the group, and we wouldn't have gotten to know him and work together with him if it wasn't for Move Europe and this whole project. So we shouldn't miss out on that as really a nice success. Yeah.
Can I add on the question from the first part, what Move Europe is to us?
Mhm.
Move Europe to me is, sorry?
Oh, nee, alles gut.
Frag gerne nochmal, ja.
Okay.
Ja, voll.
Can you tell me what Move Europe is to you?
Move Europe to me is simply a great network, because it's not only us, but it's a network consisting of many groups in different European countries, and it's a lot about solidarity and learning from each other, supporting each other, and yeah.
Super.
Bis auf das Ende, aber ja. Nice.
Do you want to add something?
Maybe just that the next step will be, another next step will be to finally open the cafe. We are waiting since, I don't know, last November, like 10 months maybe. So we really hope that we will be able to finally start with that next month or latest in September, I would say.
We'll see.
Okay, maybe one last question. Can you tell me again what the workshops are about, which you organize?
We are not completely set on the agenda. We have made contact with potential trainers, but due to COVID, we are waiting on finding a slot, a day that fits everyone, and then also when we actually get to know everyone interested in the cafe and in the reception center, and we kind of get a grasp of what is important, what are maybe also the topics that people wish for, then we will set up the actual agenda. But yeah, we have made contact, and we will figure out something and certainly share it with the network as soon as we are there, I guess.
Thank you, Andy. Actually, I think I could make some more concrete revealings.
Like
Nice.
what is the main topic?
The main topic is access to the German job market for asylum seekers and refugees. And we might, for example, start with a basic orientation workshop. What is an apprenticeship? What is an internship? How do simple relations in the job market work? What kind of jobs are there? Because that can be very different from country to country. What are my skills? So we might basically do a workshop where it is a lot about also the personal leveling and getting to know your strengths and weaknesses better, and finding maybe something which would match your profile and also your preferences and your experiences. We could also go very into detail at the very end and make a CV training. We are thinking on inviting a photographer to take professional application pictures. We might get into speed dating with potential employees at the end, which could work out physically or via Zoom. And maybe also one workshop on legal questions concerning the job legal regulations.
Nice, thank you. Do you want to add something else?
I would add that we build a kind of network in Hamburg. We are in contact with a few organizations, and basically what we did in 2020 was reaching out to other organizations who already have relevant experiences. And we also reached out to other NGOs in Germany who for example, bring together people from HR and refugees, and we could learn a lot from them. We got relevant contacts after asking them. That's why, for example, also how we found our first trainer for the first workshops. And this is also, I think, very important because there is so many out there, so many Indian initiatives, and basically it's also ineffective if you start doing everything again from the start, and it might be just clever to learn from best practice examples, and therefore having a long-lasting impact.
I have two last very short questions. First, how can people find you and contact you?
Vielleicht musst du noch mal fragen, Entschuldigung.
Wegen dem Hund?
Nö.
Okay.
Ja, wegen unserer Diskussion über Facebook-Gruppen und so.
Okay. How can people find you and contact you? Sorry, ich war nochmal. How can people find you and contact you?
Shall I? So our email and our contact are in the Migration Miteinander website and in the Move Europe page. Except for that, we first decided to focus on the cafe and on this center we've talked about before. So what we did is that we put a QR code in the flyer, which is supposed to be the flyer. It's also a survey, so people are going to answer the survey, look at the flyer, and hopefully scan the QR code and basically enter a WhatsApp group we created for them. And that's how we gonna get in touch with participants. But yeah, except for participants, we are not active in social media so far, but we decided to simply use the email. And I think we will see how the project develops. And in case we see that we need a Facebook, Instagram, whatever account to get in touch with more organization in Hamburg or simply people in Hamburg, we will do that. Maybe
yeah, it's not a problem. We're young people. We're flexible.
Okay.
And motivated.
And maybe what is also interesting for people who want to go to your workshops or want to contact you, what languages does your group speak, or the members of your group?
We do speak Farsi, Greek, Turkish, German, English, Italian, Spanish, French. But the workshop language will probably be English or German. We might have the opportunities for translation, but it's not guaranteed. And also the workshops are, at least as it is planned now, closed in the sense that it is only for the people living in this accommodation center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe another information is that we are for sure open for new members. If people are interested in working together with us, we're always open for an exchange, and yeah.
Nice.
Contributing new ideas.
And maybe we can add that Hamid will be there during these workshops, and he has experience in Greece in intercultural mediation. He is the person speaking Farsi and also some Arabic, and he's gonna be there exactly for this kind of not really language, but in general, as we said, intercultural mediation.
Yeah.
Of course, we can, like, hopefully we may find some speakers who are able to speak not only German and English. That's also a possibility, but it really depends on who we are able to find. I don't know, maybe
yep.
Nandi.
Okay, thank you very much for your answers, for your time, and I wish you the best for your group and your activities, and hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, and see you soon in Bremen for the first Northern Europe Summit. Northern German Europe, Move Europe Summit with a Fischbrötchen.
Oh, die gibt's hier gar nicht.